Hi, welcome to Google Classroom Update. Google has made some pretty big changes to Classroom this year. One of the biggest ones is the way that it appears. Before, you had Stream, Students, and the About tab. The About tab has been kind of consolidated into the Settings menu. This is where you can edit the description of your class or add the description of your class. This is where you can access your class code. You still do have the option to display and reset or disable your code. This is also where you can modify the ability of your students to post or comment inside of your class, as well as turn on Guardian summaries. The biggest change is the way that your stream appears. Stream now simply contains announcements and possibly materials. Classwork is where all of your assignments are going to live from now on. And now when you add topics to your descriptions, instead of being a menu that hovers on the left-hand side of your screen, you'll actually see headers for each of the topics that you create. For example, I created one called About Class and Resources, and this is where I have some of the information that used to live in the About tab previously. One of the other things you'll notice is that you have the ability to create or post something called materials, and these are exactly what it sounds like, things that are not necessarily an assignment per se, but some type of reference information that your students can access. So if you create an assignment or question or material, you can also still reuse posts. You can type in the name of your assignment, for example, pre-assessment. You can choose which of your students are going to see it. If you have students in your class, you can select or deselect students and select your topic. If your topic doesn't exist, you can create the topic just like before. However, now when you create the assignment, as I said, your topics are now headers that allow you to organize your content in your classwork stream. You can reorder your topics by clicking on the More options, and then you can choose to move the topic up and it'll jump up in the list. Another feature visible from Classwork now instead of from the About tab is the links to access your class drive folder and the Google Calendar associated with your class. They live on the Classwork page as well. Your People page now contains teachers as well as students and guardians once you add them. This is another place where you can view the class code. You may have noticed that the to-do page was gone. It has been restored. So if you click on the hamburger stack, you have the to-do page where you can see and filter assignments by class and what tasks you have to take care of. Students have the to-do tab as well, so they can see if they have any work that's outstanding. I also want to show you real quick one of the features that just came out and currently is only available for teachers who are using Android, is called the Student Selector. Teachers can randomly select students in their classes by going into the People tab and then pushing this icon here. This will allow you to randomly select your students. If that student is absent, you can just click Absent or Next. And you can also reset to start over and add students that were previously selected back into the mix. So those are some of the major changes that Classroom has seen, and of course, Google being Google, I'm sure there will be more updates to follow.